Sunday night sound session with John Moore and DJ Hyphen on KUBE 93.
Yeah.
Yes, y'all. 10:45 right here. KUBE 93, DJ Hyphen
J Moore.
Sunday night sound session. Another episode back in effect, and we got a special guest. It's a very special episode.
Yeah, we got a special edition.
Yeah. Test out that mic, man. Introduce yourself.
What up? It's Bilal. Right now on the radio station.
Live over 100,000 watts. So on sound session, you know, we normally take a little break, play some brand new music.
True.
Some underground stuff,
True.
Some alternative stuff, some local stuff, whatever we think is hot, we play.
That's right.
Tonight we got a special edition.
Yeah, this is an edition that we are going to dedicate to this brother right here. In the name of artistry, in the name of good music, in the name of soul music, he has a brand new album out, Airtight Revenge. He had a show last night in Seattle at the Nectar. Completely off the hook. So he's here, we're here, it's live.
Yeah. So for the people out there, like we just had a young lady call, probably about 12, 13 years old, might not be too familiar with Bilal.
Toot and boot it.
Tell them a little bit about yourself, man.
I'm a musician, put out a lot of music that I love and enjoy. I played with the best of them, from Dr. Dre to The Roots to Erykah Badu to, you know, The Clips. So, you know, I play with a lot of cats, and I've done some extraordinary music myself, you know.
Yeah,
I enjoy.
Absolutely. At least 2 classic albums, 2 officially released albums. You've got the third album, Love for Sale, of course, which everyone seems to agree is a classic, although never officially came out.
Yeah.
But if you're internet savvy, I suppose these days you can go track that down. So we're going to play all sorts of joints tonight. We're going to play joints from the first album, Firstborn Second, which came out in, 2001?
Yep.
Something like that? Okay, 2001. We're going to go back there. We're going to play stuff off the new album, Airtight's Revenge, which is in stores now. We're going to play some guest appearances.
Ask a couple of questions, just vibe out. So, yeah, it's just music tonight, like every night. But this is a special edition. I'm a man in studio, so you got calls. If they're not Bilal related, hold them.
Yeah, you can hit us up, 206-421-9393. We're going to kick off the show with the first record off Firstborn Second, which is a classic. This is For You. I think, didn't Megahertz do this? Or?
Megahertz, yep. That's right. Shout out to Megahertz.
This is a crazy record. We're going to come back, get the story behind this record and more all night long. Sunday night sound session with Bilal.
Turn it up.
Let's go, y'all.
1, 2, 1, 2. Once again, all Bilal. All night.
All the time. Sunday night sound session. DJ Hyphen.
J Moore.
KUBE 93 special guest in studio.
Hey, check this out, though. R.I.P. real quick to Idea.
No doubt.
And prayers and blessings to his mother and his entire family. 29 is too young to be gone too soon. But in the cycle of life, with that, also welcome to the world, the homie Brainstorm. His son was born today. So that completes that cycle, life and death. And we continue to rock on. And right here, in studio, all the way live, the brother Bilal.
What up?
Peace and
blessings.
Talk to us a little bit about Firstborn Second, man. When you look back on those days, what do you think of most? Like, what do you remember most from those times?
I just remember, you know, being a young cat, working with a bunch of heavy hitters, you know. Everybody that I worked with on that record, it was like a dream, you know, just walking in and getting to see all those ill cats put it down, from Dre to Jay Dilla to Questlove, to just about everybody that I worked with, Common, Mos Def, just to watch all those cats sit down and make music was just awesome for me, you know, on my first time around, you know.
Yeah, we always talk back and forth amongst ourselves. Like, I think that is one of the most criminally slept on, like, R&B, just record debut albums of all time. I mean, it's legitimately a classic record. You know what I mean?
Killing.
And that's the thing that I think the thing that's valuable about that is, you know, regardless of what a label may do or doesn't do in terms of sales and commercial and blah 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 and plaques and RIAA, the music is always what's the most important, and it's going to continue to be timeless. You know what I mean? So that's something that you possess. It's like that's a part of your catalog forever.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I enjoyed myself doing it. You know, I love doing music.
Yeah. And that's evident in when you listen to you as well as when you watch you perform. I had this conversation earlier this morning with Chocolate, and it's interesting to watch you perform. You for me anyway, you embody the persona, or just the personification of like a jazz cat, you know. Just in terms, I was telling her, like, if you performed tonight, it would be a different set than it was last night.
Totally.
You know what I mean? You can see that, you know, where some cats, it's like, you know, they go city to city and, you know, 30 city tours, the same, you know, same set list, no variation, no, you know, tempo change, no turnaround, no nothing. And it's like, it's refreshing to be able to see you just kind of turn the song inside out and based on the moment. You know, so I appreciate that as a fan of music, but also, you know what I'm saying, just as someone that's around music all the time.
Well, that's what it's all about for me. You know, I've been in jazz clubs since I was 12 years old. You know, my pops used to take me to jazz clubs. His best friend, Mr. Ben, owned like 3 jazz clubs in Philadelphia: Zanzibar, Warm Daddies, and Wilhelmina's. And I used to go there all the time. Actually, Wilhelmina's was the club that started the Black Lily out of Philly, which really kind of started the whole thing. And I used to be in that club since I was 12 years old. They used to put me in the
special room,
side closet by the bar, you know. So the police came in. But as a kid, I was watching bands, like telling my pops, like, I'm in a band. He's like, be a manager, don't be a monkey. Call the shots.
Yeah,
you know. But yeah, since the beginning, I wanted to do this thing.
That's dope.
Nice. Let's get into this joint right here. This is the joint you did with 88 Keys. Fairly self-explanatory, called MILF, but how did this joint come together?
This came together, 8 lived right down the street from me in New York, in Harlem. And, you know, I just hang with just the peeps right there, you know, just, you know, as friends. And he was putting together the record, and every song had like a story to it.
Yep.
So he gave me the story and just told me to write it. So I went out on his roof and wrote the tune, came back down and put it there.
Nice. I think we're going to go back to back with 88 Keys joints and get into Think It Over right after this, which is one of my favorite joints off the new album, Airtight's Revenge. In stores now. Sunday night sound session right here. Bilal live in studio all night. Keep it locked, y'all.
At first glance.
Yes, y'all, a classic record right there. Sometimes, by Bilal. He is live in studio on Sunday night sound session with DJ Hyphen
J. Moore.
So Bilal, man, talk to us a little bit about that record, because a lot of people kind of, I don't know if they look at that as your signature record. I think a lot of my friends do. Like, that was one of the first records that we all heard from you back then, and we love to this day. But talk about the tempo of that record, because it does change up, like Jay was saying.
Oh, that was well, the record kind of started out like just a jam session thing with Amir and James Porter, just on the keys, and I got on the mic. And, you know, I remember that day was Amir playing like Tony Williams. So that was his Tony Williams approach. So,
did it kind of start with the drums and then everyone just build off of that?
No, we did the whole record kind of casually, just off the fly, like made it up, you know.
Improv.
Like
lyrics too?
Yeah, most of the lyrics. We just recorded it to ADAT track, and then I listened back. The original words that I was coming up with off the top of the head was like really out, like it was a little too racy. So I had to change. I changed a few lyrics, but most of the stuff that's there is what came off the top of my head.
So speaking of that, like I'm imagining you don't have like a standard creative process. Is just whatever comes and how it comes. You just choose to take it as it comes.
Yeah, like a stream of consciousness just flowing like an MC would, you know.
Yeah. Jazz.
It's a beautiful thing. Speaking of MCs, we're going to go to commercial right now. When we come back, we're going to play a record with two legendary MCs. Firstborn second.
I got one more question.
Okay.
Speaking of, say, jazz or just even vocalists, who are maybe one of a vocalist that is a primary influence for you? You know what I mean?
Primary influence for me?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you got more than one, but just, you know.
Yeah. Betty Carter.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Love Betty Carter.
Word. Everybody out there who's listening, Google Betty Carter. All you internet generation folks, pull something up, YouTube, Betty Carter. That's the assignment for tonight.
No doubt. We got Dollar playing in the background, so speaking of which, we got to go pay some commercials. When we come back, that record with legendary MCs.
Dollar.
You don't want to miss it. Sunday Night Sound Session live in studio with Bilal all night. Let's go.
Sunday Night Sound Session with John Moore and DJ Hyphen on KUBE 93.